You know what? A lot of people tell me that the videos like these, where I tell what are the books that I read last month, inspire them a lot. So why not make more of such videos? Hi guys, I'm Manpreet and I make book related videos on this channel, and this is like my monthly video where I tell about the books that I managed to start or finish or read last month. So last month was October 2017 and I'm going to tell you about the awesome books that I read. Some are like my favorites right now. So let's get started with this video. Book number one was actually an ebook, which was Indian Share Market for Beginners by Vipin. Now, it's a non-fiction book and it has a very obvious title. It's about Indian share market and it has some tips and the basics of Indian share market and how you can start investing in them. I have read 13 Steps to Bloody Good Wealth and Think and Grow Rich before, and 13 Steps to Bloody Good Wealth had content similar like this, but this is like very focused on Indian share market. So if you guys are interested in Indian share market and want to invest and make your money work for you, then you can pick up this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars merely because I am totally stupid when it comes to Indian share market, and the fact that this book could give me really useful insights means a lot to me. Book number 2 that I finished reading last month is again a book that I really loved, and that is Kalki by Missal. Now, I have done the full review of this book, so you can check that out if you want my detailed views on what I think about this book, what I liked and what I disliked, although it's quite focused on what I liked. But yeah, there was just one thing which I disliked, which I mentioned. But in this video, I just want to talk about the copy because it was a struggle to not talk about how awesome it felt to read this specific book. Like sometimes the content of the book is so good and the copy is so terrible, but this is like a very reasonably priced copy and I am really happy with the cover. I'm really happy with how it feels when you hold it. I'm really happy with the font, the spacing, everything in this book made me really feel good, and it was a good reading experience. Like what was inside the book came later, but how it felt while reading was really awesome, and I obviously loved the book as well. I feel like if you are into Indian mythological fiction, it's a fresh book which will really give you like joy, and you'll really enjoy it. So check out this book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, or maybe 4.5. 4.5 is what it deserves. Third book that I read last month is again something that I thoroughly enjoyed, and that was Golden Prey by John Sanford. Now this book was gifted to me by Penguin, and oh my god, I have recommended this book to so many people so far. Like I didn't read the book first. I asked my best friend to read it and he loved it so much. He was like, you will go insane when you will read this book. It's like the book, the thriller people should read, or this is how books are written. And I totally agree. This was actually recommended also by Stephen King, and I'm also reading a book by Stephen King, but this is definitely different. So good. Like right from the scene one of this book, you realize that it is going to be a good book. And for the first time when I mentioned this book on this channel, it was not available on Amazon, but now they are, so you can start buying, because I'm already buying his books and gifting to people. I definitely will give it 4 out of 5 stars. I'll do a full review of it because I would not say it has like everything that I loved, but it is definitely a recommended book, so you should check that out when it is up, so you should definitely check the review, and I'll put it in the description when it is up. So if you're watching this video not right now, like why are you not subscribed to me and why are your notifications not on? I cannot imagine why are you not watching my videos within 24 hours after they are uploaded. Why are you not doing that? Do that right now, okay? Subscribe and make sure your notifications are on, okay? Otherwise stop watching this video right now. Bye. Next book that I finished reading was The Monsoon Murders by Karan Parmanandka. Now this was again a gift by Srishti, I guess, but I was not really impressed with this book. So I started reading these crime novels by Indian authors because I wanted to make a video for you guys about the recommended crime novels by Indian authors. One of you asked me to make it, so I'm working on that. But this will definitely not make it to the list. Now this is a book set in Mumbai, and there is this amazing vibe of monsoon and Mumbai there, but when I see this book as a crime novel, I was not that impressed with how the plot went. Writing was okay, but it was not above okay or above average, I mean. And I not really enjoyed it much. I would not say it's a bad book. It's an average book, 3 out of 5-star book, but it will definitely not make it to my recommendations list. Another book that I started reading but haven't finished yet, and that was very deliberate why I haven't finished it, but it's Himalayan by Amitabh Pandey. Now, this book was gifted to me by HarperCollins, and it was also a part of my TBR video of last month, which if you haven't watched, don't watch it. It's a very, very shameful progress on my front. But yes, this book. So the thing about this book is the action scenes are so good. So Kalki, I read it and I was not really a big fan of the action scenes in that book. But the whole book was like fantastic. Now this book has these amazing action scenes where, you know, there is this science involved on where the punch goes and which artery it flows and all that stuff. But apart from that, the book is like the problem with this book is it doesn't have anything to look forward to. It's just a crime novel, and there is no element of mystery or interest in this novel because everything is so predictable, everything is so convenient for the main character, and even if there is another character, you would know that nothing is going to happen. At least with half of the book read, I can say that I can guess that maybe he'll change it later on, but judging by an average reader, that person would not continue reading this book. I'm a person who is always like, I have to finish it because I started it, but I am not also not that against DNFing books. So I'm like, okay, I'll read it when I have my other priority list done, then I'll read it, because that is how the book is. So currently it's not complete, but I am seriously not sure whether I will complete it. So it will also not make it to the recommendation list for sure. The next book that I started reading last month is Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. Now, it's mostly non-fiction memoir of this author where she travels to 3 different countries to explore and, to just get over her divorce and, just rediscover herself. So, Eat happens in Italy, Pray happens in India, Love happens in Indonesia. And that is what this book is about. And I'm currently liking it. I'm not saying that, there are blurbs which say that, it is a book that has been passed from women to women, and oh my god, it's so inspiring, it's a bible, it's the key to your happiness. Not happening to me so far, but I really like the book. Otherwise, I really like the food descriptions. Like, if you ever want to be a food blogger, and all the food bloggers in Delhi really need to read how to do food descriptions or how to explain food, because she does it amazingly. And I'm really liking this book. But if I have to judge this book because of whether it's making me feel happy and inspired, not happening so far. And the last book is a read that is being continued from the last to last month. I'm slacking with this too. It is It by Stephen King. Now, I read a very small portion of it last month because I was just occupied with other big books that really caught me and they really kept me interested. So this is a bit slow this month, but I'll definitely complete it because you guys want me to review it. So I will complete it. Here's my bookmark. I am on the page number 589, so I think it's a good progress. But I'll try my best to finish it this year, otherwise it will be too shameful for me. Now it's time to discuss the movies and TV shows that I watched. So last month I was moving back to my hometown, so it was not a big month where I did a lot of reading or watching TV. So I just continued watching Heartland. If you don't know what Heartland is, it's a show which is about this girl who is considered a horse whisperer, and she is there's a big farm and there are things happen there, and it's a Canadian show, and I'm really liking it. It has that Gilmore Girl vibe, but it's more like a countryside Gilmore Girl vibe. So I am really liking it. So you should definitely check it out. It's available on Netflix, so go and watch it. And lastly, I watched this one movie which I totally loved, and that was The Intern. So there's this old guy who is sick of being retired, and he goes back to work to this young and fresh business and this fashion empire which this young lady created, and he is there, and it's such a nice movie. Anne Hathaway is in it. Do I really need to say anything? It's an amazing movie. You should definitely watch it. I feel like if I keep finding movies like these, I can make this video about movies you should watch during Christmas, because this is a definitely feel good movie which you want to watch during holidays. So go and watch it. Yes, guys, this is my monthly wrap up. These are the books that I read, these are the TV shows I watched, these are the movies I watched last month, and I really want to know what you read and watched last month. So leave the comments right now, but after I finish this, okay? Just don't pause it right now. Anyway, do tell me whether you like my wrap up. I am currently like really happy with the first half of the month, because that was the time when I read the books which I am going to recommend and talk about for almost the entire year. You know how I am, right? So I'm really happy, and tell me if you are happy with what you read last month, or how do you evaluate yourself in that sense, whether you do like to evaluate yourself. All the conversations about reading books, we are here for that purpose, so start them right now, and I'll take your leave and be in the comments below, because I always reply to your comments. Thank you so much for watching this video, and this is Manvi signing off. I'll be back with another video very soon.